mean? This means that one spends about, for making 1 kilo of tea, one spends about 0.65 units of electricity. In Tamil Nadu, 0.78 in Kerala, 0.78 units in Karnataka, costing depending on the cost of electricity by the various state electricity boards, it is 3.2, 3.58 and 3.98. And briquettes, wood, we use 1.57 kilos on an average in Tamil Nadu per kilo of made tea, 2.08 average in Kerala and 1.9 kilos average in Karnataka, costing 3.53 for Tamil Nadu, 2.07 for Kerala and 2.06. This is the cost of firewood per kilo of made tea. Right. So finally, how much money are we spending? On an average, we spend rupees 6.48 to make 1 kilo of made tea only for firewood and for electricity. Next. So if you are going to spend 15 to 18 rupees for making 1 kilo, that amounts to 35% to 42% of the total processing cost goes just for making just on electricity and on firewood. This constitutes in which of course thermal energy costs more, 58%, and electrical energy is 42%. Right? So now we add this. Now we have to decide how do we go ahead. So we advertise in the various papers for all accredited energy auditors by the Bureau of Electrical Energy under the Ministry of Power, and we called for people to come in as energy auditors who will do the final audit. So out of the various persons who came in, we had zeroed in on Nalin of ELPRO, and we decided that we will give 50% subsidy to the first 100 factories. We divided it as small factories, medium factories and large factories. Finally we gave 55% subsidy to large factories which make more than 10 lakh kilos of made tea, and medium factories we gave 65% subsidy, and 75% subsidy we gave to the smaller factories. And we negotiated and brought down the cost for the final audit to just rupees 56,000 per factory. So for 56,000 per factory, and today very happy that the amount of enthusiasm was unbelievable. We have finished the final audit. We have audit reports like this for 40 factories, which is all vetted by Mr. Sedumathan of Anna University. Yeah, next. And what did we find? We found that on an average, the average investment for improving electrical energy will be for the small factories 3 lakhs. You just have to pay 3 lakhs and you get back the money in 3.6 years. Earlier. And wood consumption, you can reduce it by 20% flat. This is our findings for the small factories. Next. For the big factories, the average investment of electrical intervention is just 3.99 lakhs. And the average payback period is 2.2 years. Simple. Whatever money you put in, you get back the money in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Even the worst case is just 8 years. Or whatever we have done. And both in small factories and in large factories, we can easily save 20% of fuel wood consumption. Next. Okay. So now what we did was, we thought we have to demonstrate this to everyone. We have to demonstrate, there should be a pilot project, we have to demonstrate it. So first thing we did is, we asked ELPRO to set their team there, but they are not based in Kunnur. Kunnur is a small town. So now this ELPRO, it has set its own energy center in Kunnur for carrying out the implementation, because once we give the report to them, because he is going to talk about it, so I don't want to take time, but he will tell you how the revenue sharing model and the cost sharing model, how it works, and we made sure that they have the team over there. We don't subsidize anything. We only give them logistics, and we give them all sorts of support for meetings and workshops and demonstrations and everything. This project does not give any money to anybody for the change in their equipment. The only subsidy would be from the tea board's normal quality accreditation program scheme. Next. So today we have finished this. The first implementation of the first factory, KIT factory, as I told you, it's ready. It's going to be declared by the chairman. The second factory just see the problem. See where we stand. We have not been able to, for second factory, which is the Riverside, which is the Highfield factory, we have not been able to get the motor because Siemens says there is no demand for this EFF1, the latest motors. All of this kind, so it has to be imported from Germany. So that is the state of awareness in this country. I am not talking about tea sector. There is no awareness at all. Even for a small motor, it has to come all the way from Germany. So it is getting a little